Okay, it's not really a sunrise, but it is. Trying to show you how fast the lower layer of clouds are moving. Upper layer is not moving at all. Well, not that I can tell. Right over the trees, that bright spot hasn't noticeably moved, but it keeps disappearing from the lower layer of clouds. If we turn over this way, see all the nifty lines in it. Oh, anywho, there's probably all we're going to get for a sunrise. It might get better, but I mean, this lower layer just keeps moving and there's more blue above it. Don't see it cruising through like that very often. The camera just isn't showing it like it really is. I mean, there's a fair-sized black cloud in the middle of the screen. It's just cruising. Looks like it's low enough you could go climb to the top of one of those trees and grab it. And more cruising across up here. Oh well, I gotta go back in, do something. As if nobody knows what I'm working on, right? It's a surprise, right? Oh, but hey, what is kind of a surprise is, I mean, if I showed it, I showed it. If I didn't, I didn't. But I got a cute little baby chain hoist. That was $64 and change at Hobo Freight. And while we were there, you know, they always have their, you know, at our local store, it's in the back corner. Any open packages or whatever. It was the big brother to that one. The one holding the hydraulic clamps up is a 500-pound. This is a 1.5 tons. $64 and change versus $72 and change because it was an open box. And yeah, somebody obviously bought it and used it and took it back. That's a little bit of paint that got wore off from something onto this. We scraped some of it off yesterday. And obviously their hands were full of grease because this was all smeared. It would have been nice if they'd have wiped it off before they put it in a plastic bag and put it back into the box. But, you know, for $35 off or whatever, I'm not going to complain. I am going to complain about getting this thing apart, though. It's a pain in the ass. Just think if that engine was on a slide, pull 2 pins, slide the engine and radiator assembly back about 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, whatever you want to do. That'd be so nice, wouldn't it? That's not how they made it, though. Turns out we do get a nice sunrise. All those low clouds breezed right on through, and the high ones are just kind of moved a little bit. It seems that the steers we took down to the neighbors, one of them bawled all night, kept the lady awake, and she's one that likes to complain about shit. So, no, you don't hear a radio in the background either. We ran them from there, through here, over to that other maternity pen, and in with the 2-year-old. The cow that had been bellowing in here and being the pain in the ass. Well, see the mess? Her second time or third time up here, she went all the way through there as far as she could. Shoved all that shit clear over there. Been an old show stick over her face a few times, getting her to back out. Buggered her wrist up, broke the float. Hopefully it just knocked the fitting out of whack. She had both hind feet in this trough. And with her between her and the wall. And she went clear back down to that lower wall. I told number one it was my frickin' turn. So she went to the other end to make sure that she wouldn't cut down beside the tractor over there. And yes, it was my turn.
Speak up, you stupid bitch, I fixed it.
And yeah, she's not happy because she's got the shit bit out of her twice by the bigger of the two cows, who has been not necessarily on Mom's list, but on our list to go since she had her first calf. She's so stupid. She's one that we have to tie up and tie her legs together to get the damn calf to eat so she don't kick the shit out of it. So it really did not bother any of us that she was open. And I'll be very, very glad to load her in the trailer to take her to freezer camp. And I gave her warning when we got her in there. If she picks on anybody in there, it ain't gonna be a stick that I'm beating on her with. And no, we don't beat our animals. If she's one that I'd like to just grab her by the head and knock her down and sit on her. And she's hiding. Oh, there she is. That head dead center of the screen eating, not the one with the dot on it, the one beside it. The one with the dot on it is the other open cow. That one, that'd be her. It'd be my pleasure to take her to freezer camp. On the flip side of the day, I can't get parts for the skid steer. Well, I can, but God, almost $400 for two of the pieces. And that doesn't count the U-joints. So now I'm going to go back and do what I was working on doing. Call Driveline Service and see how much they would be to make one. And hopefully get one as soon as we can. And those parts that are so cheap, we won't have them for at least a week, if I can get them. He decided that I got to go with her to go pick up the kid at freezer camp.
Don't take my picture.
Hey, look, the Charger's still sitting there. It's been there for like a week and a half or 2 weeks. So we're just going.
You said we were going to get the what out of freezer camp?
Our kids from freezer camp.
I never heard that.
She's a little slow.
This is great. We're going to get our beef out of the freezer.
Yes, they called and said it was ready.
All 453 pounds.
Then she tells me, I only got 2 coolers. We'll just throw the rest in the back of the car.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
There's a thing there. It'll be fine.
I'm not the one packing it over to the freezer from the car, so.
No, you empty one cooler, you fill it back up, you take it over.
She's got this figured out. I'll just stay the hell out of the way. It's easier that way.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, anyway. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I did get the coupler out on the skid steer and called Driveline Service. Yeah, Brooke works over there, other side of that pond, about another 500 feet. I'd be number 2. You know, somebody throws names in there once in a while just to screw you up.
Oh, sorry, number 2.
One of these years, I'll just say their names instead. Who knows? They're both common around here enough anyway. So, anyway, Driveline Service looked up the part and said, yeah, we really don't know what components are in that. I said, yeah, guess what? I got one.
So, yay, we get to go to Portland tomorrow.
Woohoo! We're just going to go to Potland in the morning, take the parts I have.
I think I will be carrying my 9.
2 parts are good, 1 part is not. And, of course, the U-joints are shot, so if I'm lucky, they got something that'll work, and they might even actually be able to throw it together while I'm there. If they can't do anything, I'll get a hold of Tom, and I'll just take that 1 part to him, probably. I know he can, let's put it this way, he can make a slug to put in to weld around, and he can clean up the inside of the hole without any issues. A little quicker and easier than I can, as long as he can get to it. And something like that, he knows I'm in a hurry and it's not that big of a job. He's usually pretty good at getting right on it. So anyway, maybe I'll bring you back and show you what the kids look like after they go to freezer camp. They fixed the homeless problem. Closed businesses down, block them off. And then, yep, cops and fire department are out there dealing with homeless on something. I lied. We didn't pick up our meat.
Because my mother-in-law's a dumbass.
Because my mother's got to be a twit about things. They cut today. We get there, the guy goes to pull the order. Walks in the cooler right behind the guy that was just putting all the packages in the cooler.
Of ours. So, kind of hard to pick it up when it ain't even cold yet. It's warm from being out to being cut. It ain't froze yet. works much better after the packages are actually frozen. So that was a wasted trip to town. Life in the fast lane. But hey, I got to show you what they do around the homeless. Just close the businesses and barricade stuff off. And yeah, nice. No, not like I had nothing else to do for, 45 minutes or an hour.
Me either.
But I guess that's what I get for Becky listening to my mother.
Ah, God, that woman can be so frustrating. I hope that everybody has good mother-in-laws because mine's a pain in the fucking ass.
Oh, hey, another quick story for today, too. My mother was town or cleaning somebody's house or whatever today, and on her way
Grocery
home.
shopping is Tuesday.
Okay, it's Tuesday. Sorry, I was thinking it was Wednesday, even though I already said it's Tuesday. She stopped the neighbors on her way home. Sorry about the jerkiness, but I'm not driving. Our neighbor's wife decided to complain because one of the new steers they got was out there bellowing. Can you bring us another one?
No, bitch.
No. If we do, it'll be a lighter one. And it might cost you more.
I need a drink of alcohol, by the way.
So she's complaining because it's bellowing. Well, it wasn't bellowing the first day. No, it's bellowing because it can hear the cow at our place that's bellowing again, even though it's not its mama. Said cow is still bellowing, but hopefully where her and the calf can't see each other, that will lessen sooner than later. So anyway, just thought I'd throw those two bits in. I mean, you got two calves that they were in the same group together. They were buddying around together before we sent them to you. They're friends. You're not going to find a better match. And that makes a difference. We had one customer actually straight north of town, that direction, right outside the edge of town. Well, town sold them up now, but used to be a guy, he got two of them, and his mother was literally 500 feet down the road, and she always got two or three. Dad got a phone call from guys from McMinnville Auction Yard once. Says, hey, I got a tag number to run by you. Dad says, yeah, we sold that steer to a lady north edge of Hillsboro. And he goes, well, it's on the far side of Cornelius in somebody's backyard. Says, I'm going to bring it home to you or what? Dad says, okay, yeah, bring it here. We'll find her another one. We figured out that the three that she had gotten were not in the same group, and they were shipped to her literally a week after weaning, so they never had a chance to bond together at all. So, the one looked at the other two, I don't know you guys, and skipped out. Long story short, we found another one that fit in with the two that she had, and we kept the one that went for a run, and we put it in our freezer. That's what you do. That poor gal, she's long gone now, and her whole place is developed and gone. But, hey, she was happy, we were happy, and McMinnville Auction Yard's no more, but, they were good. They recognized the tag as being from our animals, between the color and the ink and the writing on it. So, it all worked out. He didn't charge us nothing. He just went for a drive in the country and did whatever he was going to do. And, most of that water's down now. There's still some duckies, though. There you go, Murphy. More duckies. Longer video, but get you a little closing here. This is the one tied up here at this upper end. And she just let her down to the bottom right there and just came back up. But I missed that. She did really good. Now she can get her drink before she goes to bed. The silence is just killing you, isn't it? But there she is, getting used to it.
Thank you.
There she goes. Calves will usually lap a little bit. When they get older, they just suck it up. You take a big old cow, she can stick her head in there and suck that sucker almost empty in no time. Feeding's done. Everything's done here, except for getting these 4 watered, excuse me.
That cow ball is all more than long.
And the one cow that, yeah.
Who did this?
She's got a brace on her wrist now. That was from being in the wrong spot at the wrong time because the cow was being the wrong way. She's bellered off and on all day since we moved her over there, but at least she isn't bellered all freaking day. As long as she's quiet, her calf has been quiet. So, it is what it is. Anyway, thank you all for watching. And if you noticed, I'll probably put 2 videos up tonight. One of them is going to be part 2 on the skid steer. I don't want to make them too dang long. It's the rest of getting it apart and what we found when we finished getting the pieces out. So you can see for sure the damage. I just want to kind of keep that separate. Anybody doing the how-to thing doesn't have to see the rest of my day. Because I know when I look for something like that, I don't want to see you go to the store or go throw the ball with your dog. I want to see you working on what you're working on or showing what you did. So that'll end up being a 3-part series. When we go to put her back together, I'll make one more of that. Like I said, in the meantime, though, thank you all for watching.